Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to explain summarized version of photolithography or lithography, just less than 5 minutes. First off, common and traditional ways of lithography divides into 4 groups: optical lithography, electron beam lithography, X-ray lithography, and also ion beam lithography. From another perspective, photolithography has done in 2 ways. One with mask and second one without mask. First of all, we want to consider lithography with mask. Another name for without mask is MPL or maskless photolithography. When we are talking about with mask photolithography, we mean that during the process UV light passes from a mask or a thick and opaque layer of certain substance with certain pattern of gaps and cracks, which designed just similar to double-slit experiments by Thomas Young in 1801, but with UV light. If we want to name an example of it, we can refer to 30.5 nanometer wavelengths extreme ultraviolet, which we call it EUV. I brought for you lithography stages in 9 levels: adhesion promotion, resist coat, soft bake, alignment, exposure, post-exposure bake, development, measurement and inspection, and at the end hard bake, which is optional stage just like post-exposure bake. It depends on the process and how we develop or do the whole process. Those are optional stages which we could omit them in some cases. The reason we have to do the adhesion promotion stage is because when we want to add and expand photoresist on silicon layer, the photoresist is not capable of grasping the surface and sticking with it. We use adhesive materials to force the photoresist to stick with the silicon layer and be stable there in order to shine UV light on it and further process. The second stage is resist coat. It will be done with a spinner or a centrifugal force. We use an apparatus to expand photoresist on surface of silicon layer uniform way. And when we bake photoresist for the first time, it's called soft bake. The goal of this job is to evaporate the solvent to make the photoresist ready and more solid. And types of this job is convection, IR, and hot plate, which we explain in further videos. The fourth stage is alignment. This stage has dedicated to adjust masks, and this duty is with mask aligner. Mask aligner is an instrument enabling photolithography, and with this tool we are enabled to adjust masks. Now we have aligned masks in a certain way that we want. And another level is exposure. Exposuring light, and light will pass through patterns on the mask. It leads to eradication parts of photoresist on the plate. In some processes, after this stage, we use another heat or bake stage, but it is optional in most cases. Development stage after exposure is necessary because this is just like when you clean your paper with eraser or rubber, a lot of trashes will produce, and to clean it, you rub your hand, use your hand to clean your paper. And at this stage, development, you use an acid or another chemical to clean those trashes. It washes them away. At next stage, measurement and inspection is optional depending on your project. And final stage is hard bake, which is optional like measurement due to this reason that wafers with photoresist patterns nearly always go into etch operations just after photolithography step. The reason we use this stage is to drive out volatile organic materials and water in order to preserve the vacuum integrity of the etch. Plus, your implementation equipment. And that's it. It was all about photolithography. The details will be said in future clips. Thank you, and don't forget like and subscribe.